credit scores are falling at the fastest pace in the U.S. since the Great Recession.
1.73 million cars were repossessed, the highest number since the 2008 financial crisis.
64% of Gen Z student borrowers, they rely on more debt just to get by.
Fire! They're like, the people are relying on more and more debt just to survive. The government's like, you terrible people. Hello, Mick Orange guy, what do you think we're doing? We're printing more debt than the history of forever. Yeah, bravo, but look at the savings per taxpayer. It's coming right back to your wallet. 37.5 trillion in July. You know, July, now we're August, September, it was at 36.2. 36 trillion, just a blink ago. And breaking news, not sustainable. We're all going to stop breathing. You can only cook the books so long. This just came out. It was last night. Bureau of Labor Statistics postpones key data report. Don's like, no, that one's not going out. You guys are going to have to fix a few of those commas. Those of you that are like, what? You don't support our president? I love this guy, but I hate a lot of the things he does. Can I not come with balance? The H-1B visas, that was a flustercluck. But that one just got fixed, and a lot of people are going to be out of a job. Actually, a lot of people from India are coming back from vacation. So if you're wondering, why are these flights so expensive? See, they came here, took your job, went back to India, as we're funneling billions, if not trillions over there, and with the swipe of a pen. But I will get to that in a moment. We need to talk about what is happening right now. We're in a recession. We could be coming out of the recession. We might be in the middle of it. We might be towards the end of it. I see stories like this over the last year or so. Low-income Americans slash spending and worrying. We're all worried. But it's like, but wait, the GDP, the BLS, we haven't finished with the books just yet. It's like as if they know we're going to look at it and go, yeah, this just doesn't add up. Which under the Biden administration, nothing added up. It was straight up LA Unified math. Nothing works. And for some reason, no one cared. And I saw in the comments. Also, when you leave comments, I heart them. I like them. I see you. I know the struggles you are currently facing. I do have solutions. Powell warns of, he said that a long time ago, economic slowdown. As job gains decelerate, inflation rises. It is not rising, bravo, it's crashing. But truth be told, what information is even true anymore? Quote, job gains have slowed and inflation has risen recently. GDP growth has been cut in half since last year. Unfortunately, the economic outlook remains, well, elevated. Guys, with this much bond printing, we should be in the golden era, which if you're in the stock market, you're kind of feeling that. The rich have never felt nor have been so rich before. Now, you people that go out there and get jobs see that debt taxpayer, you owe $324,000 unless you have a lot of expenses, which you don't. See, it's the employer that gets the expenses. You make $100 million, you write off $100 million, poof, pay taxes on zero. You buy land, you buy property, you make money, you move that to more land, more property, more debt. You're like, hey, bank, finance this debt. Then it's debt loans, making money, and then they're like, oh, you don't have to pay taxes on debt. And you just keep doing that. Just keep making truckloads of money, moving it to family, to kids. They're doing it, pass it down. Oh, never have to work. Your taxes is very limited, if not just very limited. All the working poor, the middle class, they're struggling, and the rich, they just feel so sorry. But they actually don't, because they're on vacation with a margarita, and they're like, how's my passive income doing? And that's why I come to this channel every day, and I'm trying to get you off of this bottom floor here. You see what this is, this red line down here, is more than 50% of the population. That's right there. There. That's the 1%. And as you see here, in 25 years, your red line only picked up just a little bit when the government's like, okay, let's give them some stimmies. Maybe they'll shut up after that. And then after that, you got hit with this thing called inflation. Because if you give money to the 50% or below, you know what they're going to do immediately? Spend it. Give it to the 1%, what are they going to do? So you know I try to get out there on the streets and I talk to people. I'm actually shocked. I was in a Lamborghini dealership. Kitty needed something fixed. She had to get an oil change. Don't even ask. I don't know, $1 billion. She has an Urus. And they're like, oh, hey, this rubber pipe is going. How much is that? 10,000. Oh, and there's a nail in the tire. That's going to be another 100 million. But I asked the guy, how many cars do you, I mean, we're in a recession. He goes, well, today, 4, but we're close. Five sales today. 3 of them online, 2 here. So guys, this recession is affecting the 1%, 0%. These are actually condos going in right outside of Las Vegas, selling like hotcakes, somewhere between 5 million and 20 million. Pick a condo. When I talk to the guy who does the selling, he goes, stock market up, selling like crazy. And then me, I'm like, stock market? You perked my ears. What if it goes down? And he's like, it is? I said, yes, brother. When we go into a recession, 100% of the time, the stock market goes down, which actually isn't true. Brecken Sie Deutsch? 9? These guys have been in a recession for years, like bad, really bad. Not wunderbar. It's the opposite. I don't know. But ever since they've been in a recession, their stock market has been on fire. I've told you that in a recession, the market goes down, but I don't know. I don't look at that. I just look at the charts. Otherwise, I would have been a failure for many of years. Never in history. Look at this. Housing construction fallen by this amount without a recession. I don't think the government will ever allow us to cook the, well, we'll be in a recession, they'll just cook the books. Look, GDP's up. A drop of 500,000 units noted the beginning of 2008, great financial crisis. Here we is today. I mean, we're absolutely falling off a cliff. They're like, well, we're fine. I think this golf ball is going to be a perfect representation of 2 totally separate economies. This side of golf ball, this is what everyone's feeling it. They're like, this is so bad. The blue side, also, if you golf, you probably are the top 1%. And you're like, what? What recession? What are you talking about? I remember Kennedy talking about well, he tried to talk about it, but he never experienced the Great Depression. And Kennedy went through the Depression over there. And Kennedy later claimed that his only experience with the Great Depression came from what he read in books while attending Harvard University. So if you're over here and the closer you get to up here, you feel nothing. All of this, y'all feel it. And how do you go from feeling it to not feeling it? It is right up there. Wash windows for all that I care. Just met with another window washer a couple days ago. Same thing. $600. There's 2 houses. I don't know, 1,100? Wait, let me try my LA Unified math again, 1,200. And then if you throw on some screens, maybe you're at $1,500 a day. If you want, you can invest it, but I would trade it with leverage. I know it's dangerous, but if you know what you're doing, some people try to take the easy way out and they're like, I'll just trade stocks and you're broke. And you're like, and then I'll do it with leverage, which I have been adamantly opposed to. Until I start seeing people do it, I'm like, okay. Also, if you want to know how to do it, I'll do it in under 10 seconds. Number 1, start there. Number 2, click there. Number 3, wait for 1 candle close above the Bravo 9. Click there. Then you take profit up there at that white line at 17. You walk away with $340. Have a nice day. It is literally and figuratively that easy. And if you don't know how to do it, I have a course on it. I'm up to 100 videos now. Plus you get my bear market when the market, if it ever goes down, make money going down, but I teach you in it anyways. Leverage for $299. On one trade, you're like, oh, thanks. Imagine going to college and they're like, yeah, you'll actually make money in college, you know, probably a couple $100,000 a day. It's essentially, I'm teaching you while you're even going through it. You're like, this is great. I taught college, went to college. It was not great. Now everything that I have said for 20 years is now coming to pass. And also, mom and dads, I wouldn't be preaching it. I think you just got a wake-up call over the last week. Not just that, the outcome of that little human that you birthed. Not just that, them coming back home and like, I can't get a job, except I was offered one, but I just can't survive. It's just, and look at what AI is doing. They're like, AI is going to revolutionize the world. Yeah, kiss your job goodbye. See what no longer lives. I can't say that word on YouTube. Driving. Go down to Los Angeles. You see all these self-driving cars everywhere. Not just yours. There's like no one in them. Austin, Texas. California. Doctors, AI diagnoses better, prescribes perfectly, never forgets symptoms. MD become liability managers, surgeons, robotic surgery with zero. But I know you're saying, oh, well, it's a coming. And well, I could scoot over. I would suggest you start to learn how to trade. You got soldiers, coders, teachers, lawyers, artists, factory worker, military. Didn't we just do that? And if you think about it for just a second, this just started. This is like 2 years. Now, 41% of companies intend to lay off. Yes, it's going to 41%. They're just being nice. Meanwhile, the underemployment rate in the US just jumped to 8.1%, making the highest level since 2021. And if you get laid off, what they say, if you're like in the 40s, 50s, forget it. You ain't getting one. You absolutely won't be making what you're making. I have a solution. I have two. If you want to start now, auto loan default surge, 1.66 trillion. If that is the straw that breaks the camel's back, I'll have to say, I told you so. I do remember back in the day when people were paying like, oh, a Honda Civic, sure, I'll pay $200,000. I'm like, stop, pay a skateboard. Actually, my friend, he just sent me one, so I won't say the name. It's a really cool board. As I shred, bruh. And his company was offered millions during the pandemic. And now, wah, 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 it's gone. I don't know what he was on, 20 million, something ridiculous. I'm like, take the money and run. People never do. Market goes up, take the profit. No, now you're just going to sit there and hold the bags, aren't you? There is writing on the walls. Subprime auto lender collapse, delivers blow to risky debt market. But I guess not for the Lamborghinis. Although those cars are dropping, you know, all the Rolexes, that was just that. Woo, now not so much. Americans crushed by auto loans as defaults. You get in your car repoed. Didn't see that one coming. Again, this truck, well, this is a working truck. There is a dichotomy. There is a divergence again. 1%, 5 to 1%. Just get up there. I'm a business owner and learn how to expense things. How to do all the things they never taught you in school, like credit card debt. I mean, the amount of whining I'm seeing, I'm like, I taught it. And so I knew it. I saw it. You're cute. Young Americans drowning in credit card debt as delinquency rates. Yeah, right on and on. Lumber mills and the jobs that fulfill the lumber and all this. Like, wait, what was that? It's that was actually after the pandemic, and now here we go. And they're struggling. Actually, call a lumber mill. They're saying now that they're losing money on most orders. Breaking news: sales of heavy trucks are falling, which has predicted U.S. recession. What does that mean? It means we're in a recession. What does that mean? The government's going to lie to you. They're going to cook the books. They're going to postpone. But at the end of the day, what are you going to do? Repeat after me. Click button on screen. Make money. Rinse and repeat. Also, if you wanted that free course in there, I think this week is it. Just sayonara. And then it'll be $2.99 and then $3.99. But with that, make your digits go up. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow.